The Judson C4, the world's most reliable, trouble-free, and easiest to work on and longest lasting truck mount that's ever been produced. Hey, I'm Les with Judson Vacuum Systems. A lot of y'all don't know the history of Judson, but my dad actually has 26 patents in the industry. And he made the first truck mount for Monsanto to clean football fields. And one other patent I'm proud of him about is the wand patent. He actually has the first wand patent. But I'd like to introduce the C4 to you and do a walk around, just kind of describe to you some features and how easy it is to work on and why you might want to consider one of these next time you need a truck mount. Judson has the best service record in the industry. We got hundreds and hundreds of truck mounts, the TNT. They're still in operation in excess of 25 years. And most of these machines have not required special repairs. The people just repair the machines themselves, and that's what we try to do. We try to make everything common, where if you have a problem, it's easy to diagnose over the phone, and also make sure that we can diagnose it over the phone easy. If it's a simple design, we can talk about it. You can call me, and normally we can get you going over the phone. And then if it does need to be repaired, you just go to a common lawnmower shop or a pressure washing shop, or you go to Northern Hydraulics to get stuff repaired. It doesn't require special mechanic because it's a complicated design. But anyway, let's go over the C4 and let me just talk about some features. Now, one of them is the engine. This is a 35 horsepower Briggs Stratton engine. It's got a 2-year warranty under commercial carpet cleaning conditions. It comes factory with the throttle, choke, and ignition switch. Now, what's so nice about that is when it comes time to repair this engine, or it becomes time to replace it, it just pops out, set it back in, 4 bolts, connect the belts, connect the wires. It's real simple and real easy to replace this engine or to repair it to get to the access of the engine. Now let's go over here on this side, and I want to show you about the maintenance of the engine. As you can see with the Judson design, everything's easy to get to. It's not boxed in. Here's the oil filter. Here's the oil drain. There's the spark plug. It's easy to get to this side of the engine. It's real easy access to everything. It's easy to get to the back of the control panel here if you need to replace a gauge or whatever. It's real simple. Common switch, nothing special there. Get it to auto parts. Let's walk around this way. On this side of the engine here, if the machine is installed in the side door, then the passenger seat will be right here, and I'll be about where the driver's seat is, okay? So basically you can just sit in the van, turn around in the driver's seat, and do the maintenance, because I can reach right here and check the oil level. Right here I add oil. Here I can check the pump oil. Here I can check the blower oil on both sides. There's sight glasses there, and there's where you add oil. So doing the maintenance on this machine is real nice because everything's mounted on top of the recovery tank. So it's up, it's up in the air. So it's not like you're having to go on your hands and knees and get down on the floor and try to work your way down to where the components are. Everything's nice, easy to get to, sitting up on top of the recovery tank. You'll really, really enjoy that when it comes time to do some maintenance on this machine. Now let's go back to the control panel. Judson doesn't have anything that's not necessary. And a lot of people say, well, Judson machines are ugly. Well, we were designing an industrial piece of equipment, to tell you the truth, and we think it looks like a bulldozer or a battle tank. It looks like an industrial piece of equipment to us, and that's what we were designing. And we're not really into this fashion show truck mount business. I'm sorry, but these things are serious pieces of equipment to make you a living. And like I said, they don't have truck mount shows like a car show where everybody shows off their machine. That's not what we're doing here. We're trying to build an industrial piece of equipment to make a living. And it needs to run, and it needs to not break. And when it does break, it needs to be able to go back online as soon as possible with the most common parts. And y'all have got to agree with me, that's damn important with this. And so that's our most important thing. Pump switch, common, auto parts. turn the pump off. Now, because it's not a heat exchanger, it's now a super flood machine because the pump is out of the clutch is clicked off, and now you've got a 130-gallon recovery tank that's stainless steel to make a super flood sucker. And I want to talk about the tank too. I got a micrometer here, and I'm going to show you how thick the stainless tank is. Now, a lot of people build truck mounts that are stainless, but they're very thin. This here is a little over 1/8 of an inch. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's 304. And that's why we have such a good service record. These things are so heavy duty and so overbuilt. The inside of the recovery tank has strips, baffle walls. There's a ton of stainless and bracing inside of a Judson machine. And that contributes to our service record of 25 years and going with hundreds and hundreds of units. Now I'll go back here. We got the temperature, tiny tack that gives you a maintenance schedule. It also gives you hours and RPM. Temperature gauge. The machine will maintain 240 degrees on a Greenie high flow wand at 500 and 600 psi is the performance of this machine, and I mean maintain. 2 quick couplings for running 2 standard flow wands. It'll also maintain that performance of 240 on 2 standard flow wands. 2.5-inch vacuum inlet right here. The new units have 2 2.5s, 2.5, and then over here is a 2-inch on this unit. Now I'm going to end this segment right here because we're limited to a 10-minute take on YouTube. So I'm going to stop it right now and we'll start right back over. Thanks.